Hi Diego, welcome to the farmhouse. Today we are doing a blog. A blog is where I sit and I talk to y'all. And then if you want, you can write some questions or comments at the bottom of this video in YouTube and you can interact with me that way. So we're going to start a weekly blog. This is Monday morning, July 23rd, I believe, and we are going to talk a little bit about what's going on this week, and a little bit about lump charcoal and cooking with lump charcoal and what all that means. So this weekend we will be at the Mushroom Festival. Your grandma Angie and I are going to have a booth there for AFAB World Charity, where we're going to present what Americans for a Better World charity is all about and how it relates to sustainable agriculture and energy independence for over 2 billion people in the world, including the United States and the Philippines, where you are at. So, lump charcoal. Lump charcoal is actually where you take wood and you heat it up to at least 800 degrees and it puts off gas. Sometimes the wood burns, sometimes it's in a contained situation where it's not burning. It doesn't actually produce flame. Flame doesn't touch the wood itself, and it turns into charcoal. This charcoal is really dry, it burns really hot, and it burns really quick. So this is a good source to cook with. They also use it for blacksmithing, forging, stuff like that. So when you're cooking with lump charcoal, you should always use a hardwood. A hardwood is like a maple tree, a oak tree. I believe alder trees are considered hardwoods. Fir, spruce, pine, cedar are not hardwoods. You don't want to use those. They have a bitter flavor. Cherry and all your fruit trees, almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, those are all hardwoods too. So these have one thing in common, I found out, and they contain potassium. So from them you can make potassium something or another and dissolve aluminum with it and get hydrogen. I learned that on a YouTube video at T.H. Culhane. You ought to check that guy out. He is a globe setter for green technology. So, Americans for a Better World, sustainable agriculture. That's me. I've been studying agriculture and practicing agriculture for over 15 years. We had Delphi Farms. I gotta remember to take a drink and set it down. Had Delphi Farms. We still have Delphi Farms. We turned it into a limited liability corporation. We also expanded into catering. So we have catering equipment and we do catering upon contract. Delphi Farms LLC. My great aunt named this area Delphi. That's why Delphi is significant to me, not just a road I live on. And so we have AFAB World Charity on one hand and Delphi Farms on the other. And on Delphi Farms, they kind of work together as the Sustainable Research Farm. We'll be taking over the garden Delphi Farms LLC used to use. So on the Sustainable Research Farm at Americans for a Better World, we're going to convert a 2-acre garden back into, we're just going to basically revigorate it. Start using it. The volunteers will come up with a plan for what it's going to be used for, how it's going to be used, and how any proceeds get distributed to the volunteers for their compensation and then back to the charity for profit, that kind of thing. Also on the research farm, we're going to change our shop into a research studio where we can do videos, audio, and conduct research projects. So, Americans for a Better World, through peace and education. Matt Jimbo Jitsu Grate, and that's who I am. This is our show today. So now what I want to hear from you are comments. I need comments for this blog to work. Nobody comments, it doesn't work. Go ahead and ask questions. I'll pick a couple questions for next Monday's blog and we'll go with that. So you're going to have your questions in by Sunday or I won't have time to look at them and figure them out. And for all you people that were freaking out I was using a gas grill, you know, Char-Broil, they're good grills for their price ranges. But yeah, we're back to the Weber Gold. I got on Craigslist for 45 bucks, thanks to George. Thank you, George, for that tip. And alrighty, now back to the Mushroom Festival. You see what we got going on this weekend is not only we're going to have a charity booth there both days, and we're talking like a Mushroom Festival gets 20,000 people a day. Whew, big event. But I'll be giving 1 hour cooking demos at the Mushroom Festival both days. Yep, that's my biggest gig yet. Anyways, wish me luck. I've decided to go with keep it simple, silly theory, and I'm just gonna do the bacon missile, haha, no, in the form of a bacon wrap, or what I like to call the bacon hand grenade. I may also do a bacon missile, one bacon missile demo, but it's not gonna get done cooking in the time of that 1 hour demo, so I'll have some bacon wraps going on while I'm cooking or giving the demo, and I'll have somebody else watch the bacon wraps or something like that. We'll see. Maybe I'll practice a bunch. But I'm not going to cook up tons of food, and I'm not going to try and do anything other than keeping it simple. So I'm going to be covering barbecue basics. I'll cover some charcoal. I'll cover the Weber Gold. I'll cover wood, and I'll do bacon mushroom wraps. Won't that be tasty? A little bit of diced mushroom up with that sausage and hamburger, wrapped with a third piece of bacon. Ooh, I'm gonna make myself hungry. Didn't even breakfast time. And last week, the cool thing that happened to me last week, I met with Char-Broil LLC, the barbecue company, one of the largest in the world, right? Met with their chief grilling officer and his business manager, Laura. Barry Martin was the very first person who ever asked to have their picture taken with me. How cool is that? This guy's on the Food Network, CNBC, the cooking channel. He's all over. He's even on the Weather Channel doing a 4-foot banana split boat. And that's what I wanted to mention to y'all today. He did that on the Weather Channel. Did a live demo on making this, and he's going to do it on August 4th at 1 p.m. down on Chestnut and 4th. That's between 4th and State on Chestnut, right across from the courthouse in downtown Olympia, Washington, 1 p.m. 6, or he said 8 foot, so it may be an 8-foot grilled banana split boat. I want to see as many of you out there as possible. Come on down and have a free banana split. It's what it's all about. All right, so how cool is that? Chef Barry Martin, Chief Grilling Officer of Char-Broil, lives around here and saw the amateur barbecue circuit and said he wanted to help out, and so he's going to come down and do some judging, and he's going to show us how to do a giant banana split boat, and won't that be cool? I'm looking forward to this. He may be even cooking up some examples of what he would be turning in if he were actually competing in the event. So that is the cool thing that happened last week. I want you all to leave some comments, ask some questions, whatever's on your mind. Keep it peaceful. Love peace. And with that, I'm going to call it a day. This is Monday, blog number 00000001. Yeah, whatever. We'll just call it blog 1. How's that? Jimbo Jitsu blog 1. Thank you for watching. Bye, Diego. See you later. And that's about it. So I hope you've enjoyed this show. I hope you've got some questions about cooking, gardening, disaster preparedness, farming, sustainable energy, Americans for a Better World charity. Oh, and by the way, let's see if we can get this right. See, here it is, www.afabworld.org.
Is that
See, there
good?
it is, right off the screen.